Edo people in the diaspora write United Nations world leaders warn Tinubu against election rigging in Edo State. I tell you, rigging is APC's logo. I'm telling you. So, and I'm sure they're already perfecting plan with INEC, because the way they do their own is, if you like, go and vote. We will stay at the INEC level and give the numbers we want to give. That was what happened. In fact, they have to be careful, because that was what happened in Imo State with Hope Uzodinma, happened in Kogi State with Yaya Bello. And it was about happening in Bayelsa State, but Doye Diri did not let it happen in Bayelsa State. So we really need to watch, because it's the same card that they played in what is it, Imo and Kogi is what they want to play in Edo State. That was why APC had to go move Hope Uzodinma. I think Hope Uzodinma or the Governor Usman Ododo of Kogi to be the part of the leadership of Edo governorship campaign council for the APC. So now that the Edo people have written the word about it, let me see what they can do. Let's dive into the details. Edo people in the diaspora has addressed protest letters to United Nations, European Union, and various organizations and world leaders to prevail on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not to carry out his threats to forcefully rig Edo State gubernatorial election slated for September 21st, 2024, which is just next month, in favor of his political party, the All Progressive Congress APC. So in a letter signed by the group's president, High Chief Musa Amedu, based in the United Kingdom and made available to newsmen, the diasporans said any attempt to subvert the will of Edo State through election rigging by President Tinubu and APC next month will only exacerbate the already tense political atmosphere in the country and will further fuel the daily bloodbath witnessed in all corners of Nigeria. Recall that President Bola Tinubu vowed last year at his post-primary election campaign event at Constantia Hotel in Benin City. He vowed that he would return Edo to APC governed state if they voted for him to become the presidential candidate of his party. Can you imagine? So what he says is that Tinubu promised Edo people that if they vote him as president, he will make sure that he will return Edo State to become APC state. Now they're reminding him of the promise he made. He should not try to come and fulfill that promise, because it will only exacerbate things. It will not solve problem. It will rather add salt to injury. You know me well. You know Adams Oshomole well. That was the West of Tinubu. We are still going to fight further. Don't worry, we are with you. You will not walk alone. One thing I can assure you is this. Do you want Edo back as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? I will give Edo back to you. Edo will turn into a beautiful, if not more beautiful, and will be equal to Lagos. Be assured of that. Good night, President Tinubu said. That was during the campaign. He will give them back Edo. The only thing the APC can do is to go and rig the way they rigged in Imo and Kogi. So we, the Edo people in the diaspora, write to express our deep concern about the upcoming Edo State governorship election scheduled for September 21st, 2024. We urge the United Nations, the world leaders, to take immediate action to prevent electoral manipulation and ensure a free, fair, and transparent process. That was exactly during the presidential election. They couldn't even do anything. So President Tinubu's recent statements and actions suggest a clear intention to rig the election in favor of his party, the All Progressive Congress APC. We are alarmed by the escalating violence, intimidation, and harassment of opposition party members, particularly the People's Democratic Party. So we appealed to the United Nations and world leaders to condemn President Tinubu and APC rigging threats, and the spiraling electoral violence. We urge the federal government to ensure a free, fair, and transparent election. We advise the global bodies to deploy international observers to monitor the election process to ensure credible election devoid of malpractices and violence. Okay. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be held to account for any gross violation of the international human rights laws and treaties that Nigeria has ratified. That includes the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, ratified by Nigeria in 1983. International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCR, ratified by Nigeria in 1993. And Convention Against Torture and other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment, CAT, ratified by Nigeria in 2001. So we request a response and action within 48 hours to ensure a peaceful and credible election. The integrity of Nigerians, democracy, and Edos State citizens' rights are at stake, High Chief Musa Ahmedu said. Now, wow. Somebody says slavery mentality. Oyibo have given you independence, but you are still a slave to them. Slave. Are you really an independent country? You are never independent. Forget about that. Somebody say APC is a dead party. They put Nigeria into hunger. So where is your proof that wicked Aswe and PDP will win this coming election in Edo? If you don't know what to write, hide your pen. Can you imagine? Instead of you guys to channel your energy on how to track down the woman that is planning to kill your tribes in Canada, okay? And guide against such thing happening in other Western countries. You are busy writing about the election. You are not taking part in Mumu's. Okay, you are busy writing about the election you are not taking part in. You Mumu's. Are those contesting not Edo people? Are they foreigners? Is Tinubu coming to Edo to contest for governorship election? When you say Edo people are the contestants foreigners? That's the question. So they say useless Edo in diaspora. So people are chastising this guy for writing this letter, Musa Ahmedu, for writing this letter. But then there are APC is already using police to intimidate PDP and other people in opposition members in Edo State. Already, Aswe Odalo has shouted that out, and everybody is in the know. So the way I see things happening in Edo State, only God will deliver Edo from electoral violence when the election comes. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment. That was a letter written by Edo in diaspora, basically in the United Kingdom, to the world leaders to prevail on President Tinubu to ensure that there's no electoral violence or rigging of any sort in Edo State during the governorship election.